There's only one thing you need to do for pure, everlasting motivation. There's only one thing that you need to understand. So a lot of people out there have aspirations, things they want to achieve. But why is it that so many people don't go out there and achieve what they want? And why is it that a lot of people actually get the information, right? So let's say that you want to be healthy. All right, maybe you're not healthy, maybe you want to get in shape, maybe you want to lose some weight. You can go out there, there's two things, right? The first thing is you got to have the information. You can go out there and you can buy books and you can buy courses and you can watch YouTube videos and you can read blogs and you can understand, what meals to eat, how to eat, when to eat, what kind of foods to eat, what kind of foods to avoid, right? There's actually some very common foods that people think are healthy that you actually do need to avoid if you want to be healthy and you want to lose weight. But if you don't have the motivation to go out there and implement any of that, if you don't have the motivation to go out there and do any of the things you learn, what's the point of the information? That's why motivation is so powerful. Same thing with getting rich. So in my program, or my university, the 51 Pillars of Wealth, which I know a fair amount of you are in now, I've actually been, for some reason in the last month, it's just taken up. I've just been getting a ton of signups of people signing up, and they're telling me how happy they are, and they're posting in the private Facebook group how they're making this money and their life are changed. So I'm pretty happy because, it shows me that I'm kind of benefiting the world. But in that course, in the program, you kind of get two things. The first thing is you get the mindset stuff, because you got to have the mindset stuff, right? You got to have the right mindsets. The second thing is the techniques, right? So I show you how to take what you're passionate about and get unbelievably wealthy doing what you love. I show you if you want to make money on the internet, I show you how to make money on the internet. If you want to make money on eBay, I show you, I got a buddy of mine that's making $1,000 a day on eBay. He is not storing any products from his home. At his home, he's not selling items at his home. He's not, or that he has at home. He's not like going to garage sales and selling items from garage sales or anything like that. He's making $1,000 a day on eBay, right? So I show you how to do that. I show you a bunch of other underground cool ways you can make money. So you kind of got this menu, whatever it is that you want to do to get rich, you just pick it and you follow that specific outline and you go through that training and you implement it and you start seeing the results, right? But if you don't have the motivation, you're not going to go out there and do it. That's why motivation is so powerful. Now, there's two kinds of motivation. There's real, everlasting, natural motivation, which I'm going to show you how to get in this video. Then there's fake motivation. Then there's bullshit motivation. So let's look at the second one. Bullshit motivation is going out there and getting yourself all pumped up, right? So you're going to it's fake. It's not everlasting. If you have ever done something, maybe you've read a book, maybe you've watched a video, maybe you've got a course, maybe you've went to a seminar, maybe you saw a video on Facebook, right? Maybe you saw a video on YouTube that motivated you for a little bit, but then that motivation died off. That was bullshit motivation. There are ways to motivate yourself to where it's natural, it's real, and it's everlasting, and it's effortless at the same time. That's what I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to give you the blueprint for that in this video. Because once you understand this, you can go out there and get anything you want in life because you have the motivation, right? And even if you can't find the right tools at first, right? So maybe you don't decide to buy the 51 Pillars of Wealth to get rich. Maybe it's something else. So maybe you go out there and you read some books and you do this or that. If you have the motivation, you'll eventually figure it out because you might read 10 books. They might all be bullshit. There's a lot of books out there that are bullshit. There's a lot of books out there that are good. Right? But eventually you'll find the answer because you're never giving up because you're motivated. And here it is. It's pain and it's pleasure. The secret, the trick, the strategy is to link massive amounts of pain to not getting the end result and link massive amounts of pleasure to getting the end result. If you do that, you will naturally and automatically be motivated to go out there and get rich and to take the actions you need to take to get rich. Allow me, if I may, to give an example, okay? So let's say you want to get rich, all right? And let's say you say, I want to get rich doing this. Well, the idea of getting rich sounds good, right? We all know why getting rich is so good. You don't have to worry about bills. When you're rich, about 80% of your stress goes away. You don't have to worry about bills. You have lots of money paid, right? You don't have to come home and say, which bill am I going to pay? Fuck. I want to go to this restaurant, or maybe I want to go spend time with this person that I really am attracted to, and I want to go do this activity with them. This activity costs money, right? A lot of times shit costs money, right? If you want to go on vacation, that costs money. The airplane can't fly for free. Airplanes cost a lot of money, right? The hotel you're staying at needs to make money. The restaurants you eat at need to make money. You need fucking money, all right? But if you don't have money, you can't do that, right? So we already know getting rich is the best thing in the world, right? When you're fucking rich, life is just amazing. It's really good. It's fucking legit. You deserve to feel rich. But then you say, so if that's the case, why doesn't everybody get rich? Well, what a lot of people do is they'll think that, and they'll think they like the idea of getting rich, but then they have thoughts like, well, what happens if I fail? What happens if I try something and I lose money? What happens if I spend time doing something and it doesn't work and then I wasted that time? What if I try something and my friends make fun of me because it doesn't work, or my significant other makes fun of me, right? What if I'm just not born to get rich? Well, what happens is all those negative thoughts now associate negative feelings and pain with getting rich. So people never go out there and get rich. What you want to do is you want to associate in your mind massive amounts of pleasure to getting rich, massive amounts of pain to not getting rich. That will naturally, automatically propel you to do the things you need to do to get rich. And I can't guarantee you get rich, but there's a very, 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 very good likely chance that you'll get rich. So I did this to start losing weight. In the last 6 weeks, I've lost almost 35 pounds, right? Maybe. You see in this video compared to other videos, right? I know there's some people that just watch my videos on and off, but there's some people that watch all my videos. So over the last, 6 weeks ago, my face was a little bit puffier, right? It was a little bit bigger. I don't think I looked as attractive when I was, I looked like that, had a football head because of the puffy cheeks, right? So how did I lose weight? I did the same thing I'm telling you in this video, right? I used the same strategies. You can use these strategies to get anything you want in life. This is what I did. I bought this thing. This looks like a Fitbit. It's not a Fitbit. This is a shock collar for your wrist. I bought this, and what I did, all right, so how this works, you put this on your wrist, and you press this button right here. And every time you press this button, it shocks you. Let me see. Let's see. It's a little shock, right? I was at this really nice party before I came here to make this video for you guys. I was showing it to someone, and this girl was like, I want to try it on, but I don't want to shock myself, so I put it on 10% for it. All right, so it's 10%. So yeah, still got a little kick. I turned it up to 90%, all right? So what I did is, once I got this, whenever I would see some junk food, I really like junk food, right? I had a lot of momentum internally built up through associating pleasure with the junk food. I would reach for the junk food. I would eat the junk food. And as soon as I would I see the cookie, I eat the cookie. As soon as I eat the cookie, I shock myself. As I'm eating the cookie, I shock myself. Because as I'm eating it, there's pleasure that I'm associating. I don't want that pleasure. I want to shock myself. When I got done eating the cookie, and I still had the pleasure of the sensations that I got from eating the cookie, shock myself. If I were to just see a piece of junk food and I wanted it, I shocked myself. Aaron, why the hell did you do that? Because I had lots of pleasure linked to eating junk food. This bracelet, because I turned it up and made it really strong, associated more pain than the pleasure I got from eating junk food. After a week, 90% of my habit of eating junk food had gone. I would see it after just a week, after just 7 days, I would see a cookie or ice cream, shit that I loved eating for years. And I wouldn't want it. I would see it, but I just didn't have any feelings toward it. Now, every now and then, like this party I was at, right? So I'm at this fancy party, and everyone's there, right? And there's all these people, and we're having fun. And there's, of course, all this junk food. So I see the junk food, I don't have any feelings for it. But fucking people keep walking by and they got the trays of the junk food and they're offering these little things. So after a while, I keep seeing it, right? And I kind of want some junk food. As soon as I realized I kind of had a desire for junk food, I hit this. So that little bit of desire I had for the junk food was outweighed significantly from the pain that I felt from this. Snapped myself out of it. Didn't eat any junk food. I actually had to press this. No, did I press it once or twice? It was only once or twice, and that's it. Then, boom, that was away from me, and then I got back to hanging out with people and networking with people and, kind of being in this elite circle of cool people that I was hanging out with. That's what I got for you guys.